Hello, welcome to my vlog. My name's Kev. This is my mental health vlog, and it's been an exciting week. Some things that happened, I added Ensure to my daily medications, and the first day I did that on Monday, I learned the lesson of why you shouldn't just chug an Ensure on a empty stomach. But as the week goes through, I get better at taking my Ensure. But it was a good week where I was part of an arts festival, and I went out and I got to perform live with Jeff on drums and me on bass. You'll get to see that video. I also took a trip to Salem, and it was just a random day where I was up and about, and I was like, why not take a trip to Salem? And I got caught in the worst downpour, but it was a lot of fun. And I had a lot of fun running around in the rain, so you get to see some of that. I also did the Tomfoolery Public Open Mic and did some songs there. You'll notice in this vlog that there's a lot of ambient sound, and thanks to my wonderful editor, Kayla, she tries to lower those ambient sounds the best she can, but if there's something that's annoying your sound, just hit the skip ahead button a little bit. And I take a lot of my videos out in public where there's wind and trucks and trains. So as I was saying this week, I performed with Jeff. We got a video of that. I performed at the VA as part of a contest. I submitted my art, 3 pieces of my art, won first place in the arts contest. I went to the open mic. I went to Salem, did a lot of fun things. I also worked through some things this week where in my mind I'm kind of 15 going on 50. And I'm transitioning out of survival mode slowly by relearning lessons that most people learn when they're young. And I kind of struggle with that this week. My mornings are hard and kind of looking at the reality of my life. And but what I do have to say is it's the end of the week. And I have just looked back on my week, and I'm pretty happy with it. I feel good right now. I feel safe and social, although I'm very sore. And I'm happy with everything that happened this week. It was a very productive week. And down below in the description, you will see links to the different things that I mentioned throughout my vlog. I have a Spotify playlist that I listen to in the morning. There's an Amazon wish list. There's links to different videos that I mentioned throughout this video. And there's links to really wonderful nonprofits that I support and work with. So be sure to check out the description below. Thanks for watching. And and I should tell you who the hell I am. My name is Kev, and I am an artist and a singer-songwriter and a mental health advocate. I've been in recovery for about 15 years now, and I am a certified mental health peer support specialist. I do this daily vlog, and I upload it every week to show my coping skills and the routines that I utilize to help me cope with my various disorders. Those being schizoaffective, which is a combination for me of schizophrenia and depressive bipolar 1. I also have, with the bipolar, I have rapid cycling and mixed episodes. I have ADD, Inattentive ADD, and I have cPTSD, which is complex PTSD. And so, in dealing with those things throughout the week, I've lived a kind of a hard life, and then since my diagnosis and getting in recovery, I've been working towards recovery. Recovery for me is living a fulfilling life and a productive life where I'm happy, and that's what I'm working towards. And I'm also working towards just my dreams. So hopefully this vlog will show you what I'm doing, And just because I'm doing it doesn't mean it works. The way I run my recovery is I find the things that work for me as an individual and use them. Things that don't work for me, I just push aside. They might work for other people, but not for me. And I gather those skills and coping mechanisms that work for me, and I work them into my routine. And basically everything in my life is all working towards the same goal, which is having a fulfilling life, even though I have all these mental disorders. So this vlog will hopefully show that. And I'm very proud of this vlog as an artist. I know that I've been an artist and a musician since I was young, and met many artists and musicians in my days. And I find a lot of artists struggle in their lives to create something that is gonna last beyond them. What I strove for a long time was I want to create something that's really me, that shows who I am as a person, and will be there for people to utilize. And I kind of really feel like this vlog has done that for me. It has fulfilled that need in me that I'm leaving something useful behind as an artist. So I guess I kind of view this vlog as an art project because it feels like I'm leaving something behind for other people to utilize that can help them. So if this helps you, I really hope it does, and that's awesome. Be sure to like and subscribe. And I'm about to rewind you back to Monday so you can see how my week went and all the cool things that happened this week. And all right, here we go. Hey. Good morning, happy Monday. It's Monday morning, about 6 in the morning, and I just fed my dog and I'm making my coffee. I woke up with my mood at a 0 today. Very upset and angry. I often wake up that way. And my pain level is about a 9. So what I do is, everything's very negative right now, but I get up, make my coffee, feed my dog, and pretty soon I'll start some coffee and comedy, and hopefully the comedy will change my mindset from so dramatic and negative to a little more lightheaded and comedic, and the coffee will wake me up, and that's what I'm gonna do now. Good morning. So I'm out for a walk. I haven't really gone through my routine yet, but the coffee and comedy wasn't really working for me this morning. I got some good texts from friends and stuff, and that was nice. But my mind is very negative, overly dramatic, and I'm not happy. So I haven't taken my meds or shower. I wanted to get out for a walk, go over to this little shop and get a coffee and sit somewhere. Looks like all the benches are wet, but I'll find somewhere to sit and, bug. I'm not grounded in reality, so I need to go sit somewhere and observe the world going by and people doing their things. And I find that that kind of grounds me in what is actually reality. So I'll find somewhere to sit and maybe talk a little bit about where my mind's at and where it often has been at early in the morning when I wake up at a 0. I can talk about what that means. Right now I'm going to this place called Backbeat. I'm gonna get a coffee. Hey, so I found a nice bench here, and I got my Backbeat coffee, and I've just been kind of sitting here. I've been chatting with my bestie a little bit, and I just texted her, as a student, would it be helpful for someone like me to come into class and tell my story? And she wrote back yes, but That's such a silly question for me to ask. That question was answered for me a long time ago. I'm just feeling very insecure. Um, I'm when I wake up in the morning, I'm often at a zero, and some for several different reasons. Sometimes it's because I had very bad nightmares that I usually don't remember, but I wake up and I'm scared and I'm anxious, and that's one way of waking up at a zero for me. That's not how I woke up today. I actually think I had a good dream last night. But some nights I go to bed at a zero. Like right as I'm going to bed, I lay down and I drop to a zero, and I wake up at a zero. And that's most of my morning zero moods is I wake up and I think, oh shit, this is my life. How am I gonna do it? And my brain starts going over all of my negatives, and I get angry because I'm 50 years old and I'm just starting life, and I'm going through adolescence, in my 50s. I'm 15 years into recovery, and I'm learning the lessons that high school graduates learn, and college students. I live a lot like a college student. I'm always broke. I never have transportation. I'm always busy, and I live in a little studio apartment that is really like a art workshop. I dress in tees and jeans all the time. My mindset is very much that of a teenager because my brain didn't develop the way it should have, and my life didn't go typical, where a lot of the people that I know, friends, family, and peers, they spent their 20s, their 30s, and their 40s building a life, and now they're in their 50s and they have a nice life, and then I look at me, and I spent those years trying to survive mental illness, homelessness, and just demons, and I didn't have time to build anything. I worked mostly as a cook, and then I worked for the Boys and Girls Clubs for 10 years in youth development. But the way my mental illness is that I could handle working for a year, maybe two, and then I would end up in the hospital, or my life would fall apart, or I would be homeless. And so every year or two I'd have to switch jobs, and so that all kind of hits me in the morning, and that's why I wake up at a zero, is because I wake up and I go, oh, this is my life, and all I'm seeing is the negatives. There's lots of people who start their lives over at 50, 60, 70. The other thing I think of is that, like, I'm trying to build a life here, and but I have to do it in a neurodivergent way. I can't just say, okay, I'm going to build a life. I'm going to go get a job and work 40 hours a week and save money and things like that. If I try, I've tried to do that my whole life. And what that ends up with is I'm successful for 6 months to a year, and I'm doing great, and then the stress builds and the symptoms, as stress builds in my life, then my symptoms go up, and as symptoms go up, life gets harder. I end up losing my job, and I end up going into a hospital. It's been an endless cycle my whole life. So I don't have that route of going and say, all right, I'm going to go get a job and I'm going to save, I'm going to get a bank account and a car and things like that. I have to find another way. Also, being disabled gives me benefits, health benefits, housing benefits, things that I couldn't afford because I only make a little over $1,000 a month on Social Security, and then I have special renting that I pay through the VA. So if I make more money, then I lose those benefits. So it's kind of like I have to go from zero, and I need to jump up to where I can fully support myself and do well. And I can't gradually go in between because I lose the benefits in between and I go downhill. Life gets hard, stress gets hard, symptoms go up. It's been a loud morning here. I thought I caught a nice quiet time, but I guess not. They're doing a lot of construction over here. So I don't know if I'm being too confusing this morning. But what I did this morning, since coffee and comedy wasn't working, to kind of change my thought process from the dramatic to the lighthearted, was going for a walk. And I also was texting one of my friends and said a little bit of what I'm thinking of. And vlogging right now is helping me decompress what I'm feeling and learn from it. And being out here in the world, in reality, seeing people going to work and doing their things and stuff makes me feel more in reality. I'm not out here wishing and trying to find shortcuts and things like that. So yeah, vlogging is helping me just talk about it. I'm gonna go for a little walk around the block, and I'm gonna try to go back to my comedy. Since I already have my coffee here, I'll try a take 2 with my comedy and try to restart and jump into my routine. And instead of watching comedy, I just had the thought that maybe I would watch something more motivational. I don't know what, but I feel like some sort of motivational type of thing with my coffee might be smart. I really would like to get many things done, and it's been difficult lately, so maybe that will help. Greatest thing about coming home is coming home to this girl right here. Hey. She is the quickest way for me to smile and laugh and feel good is to hang out with this one right here. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I hear you. She's the best. So generally, and I wake up and I do my coffee and comedy, and my mood generally gets better. Today it's gotten a little better, but I'm still in a negative place. And so I was doing my coffee and comedy, and I was kind of procrastinating, not wanting to move on to the next part of my routine. But here I am doing it. The next part of my routine is I start my shower and I take my meds, and I do this as a ritual every day. I have this spot, this little apothecary thingy, and it's just for my meds. And making it a little ritual that I do keeps me up on my meds. And since doing it this way, I haven't missed doses or run out of medications by accident. When I tend to just take a little cup and not think about it, it's not a part of my day, so I don't feel it when it's missing. But I know walking by this every day whether I've taken my meds or not. And so as part of my ritual, that's what I'm doing. My meds have changed over the years dramatically. For most of my 15 years, I took a lot of different mental health medications. I took several mood stabilizers and antipsychotics and different things like that. And through my recovery, I was really concerned about, I was taking the maximum low doses of lithium that you could take. And for 10 years or so, and it had me worried that I was taking so much medication. And the medications really made me feel yucky and had lots of side effects. They actually ballooned me up to, I'm 180 now. I was 260 when I went onto the medications. I was 180, and then as soon as I went onto the medications, I ballooned up to 260. So since then, I've always kind of thought of medications as something to use to get me up to a place where I can learn the skills on my own. And I found that it took a long time, but I found a psychiatrist I could work with who was open to me decreasing some of my medications and replacing them with coping skills and lifestyle changes and things like that. See, because I do it this way, I realize that I'm getting low on this one and I need to call it in. So as I was saying, I used to take a lot of medications. Really high doses of lithium, Zyprexa, Profenazine, Lamictal, Lamotrigine, all the different ones. And I did find a cocktail after about 5 years that seemed to work for me and lift me up into a place where I could start recovering. And then once I started doing that and gaining coping skills, I started to learn to regulate my mood on my own through walking and all the different things, routine and the things that I do. And so for the past, about 5 years ago, I started with my doctor's help, weaning myself off of each of those medications and implementing my tools and my coping skills and checking in and seeing how I'm going. And I was able to, after a couple of years, get myself off of all the lithium, lamotrigine, all those pills. And I found when I was off of everything that I wasn't doing well. And I couldn't ground myself. I was slipping out of reality, and that I still needed my antipsychotics. So today, the only mental health med that I take is my antipsychotics. And I take those every day. And all the other meds that you see me take are for my heart, because I have heart disease. I've had heart attacks in the past, and it runs in my family. And I was able to, the last couple of years, I'm really just taking antipsychotics to keep myself in reality. But I'm managing my bipolar mood disorder by all the skills that I use throughout my day, which I try to show here. I co-regulate with other people. I have a routine. I climb an emotional ladder every day. I check in with myself throughout the day to see where I am on the ladder and what I can do next. It's a lot harder, I have to say, to live life daily and self-regulate my mood disorder than it was to have medications that would do that.
but I feel better. I have more energy, and I don't have the side effects that those medications gave. And I feel confident because I've been doing it for several years now, and I haven't needed to go back on. I've worked my way through several crises by using my coping skills. So experience doing it over and over for several years has made me feel secure that my coping skills and the tools in my toolbox, I can weather the storms that my mood disorder brings. And okay, so I forgot to put all my meds back. I'm adding in a new medication today. I have okay, let's just leave that. I'm adding in Ensure. I've been losing weight and having difficulty eating, and it's a big issue, a long story issue about why I have trouble eating. And this is a couple years ago, around COVID time. I had a lot of trouble eating too, and I just couldn't bring myself to eat food. And I had to go on Ensure for about a year and then work my way back onto regular food. I saw myself recently slipping that way again, and it was getting harder and harder to eat. So now I'm on Ensure, but it's not the only thing I have during the day. This is really to make sure I get enough calories to give me energy for the day, and also to activate my appetite. So maybe I'll eat some real food later on in the day. So I'm adding in this today, and I'm supposed to do 2 a day, but I start with 1 in the morning, and I usually don't feel very good after I drink this. So that's my 350 calories, which is more than I've been getting each day, so that'll be good. And that didn't hit me too bad. So next I'll move and try to keep up with my routine. I'm gonna take a shower and try to get some work done after that. And cleaning, I wanna clean up my space a little bit, make me feel more like I can get some things done. Okay. Oh, after drinking that Ensure, it really hit my stomach hard, and I feel really sick and anxious. I know it will pass. I don't know, I just want to check in. Yeah, you drink that on an empty stomach and it just hits, and oh, I feel horrible. It'll go away. I'll feel better soon. Hey, I laid down and I got really sick. And I'm currently in the bathroom throwing up in my bathroom / vocal studio. And I've just been throwing up for the last 15 minutes, and there's nothing really to throw up, it's just dry heaving. But that Ensure really hit me hard. So tomorrow and later, it all came back up. I'll have to sip it next time. Lesson learned. So, I'm feeling better. I did end up feeling very sick for a while, and I threw up, and after I threw up and stuff, I came in, I just laid down with the dog for a good 2 hours, just feeling yucky. And I'm just trying to get up and get moving now. It's about noon, and I just took a shower, back in my routine.
I'm gonna go visit my neighbor Jeff and see how he's doing. Good morning, happy Tuesday. I woke up this morning about 5 and just been having my coffee and comedy and hanging out with the dog too. I woke up and we both had a rough night. She had to keep going outside to go diarrhea. So we were out throughout the middle of the night. Neither of us got a lot of sleep. But at about 5 this morning, I was like, might as well get up. And my pain level was such that I couldn't really get comfortable. And so I got up and I've just been doing coffee and comedy. I'm outside now because I'm waiting for someone to come pick up some artwork that I'm entering into a veterans competition. So she's gonna pop by and pick it up in the morning, and then I'm gonna go back upstairs and do coffee and comedy again. My mood is pretty good this morning. It's feeling, I woke up, and I think because, both the dog and I had a rough night, and then just kind of getting up and calling it an end to the night. I'm feeling kind of up and safe and social, around a 7 or an 8. I know that all my needs are met for the day, which is a big thing for me. And what I mean by that is I know that I have food for the day and, whatever else I need, be it transportation or different supplies or things. I know that everything that I need for today, for me and my dog, is met. And I don't look further beyond that very often. It's the first thought that comes into my head when I wake up is, what do I have for food? What do I have for this and that? So I'll leave you there. I'll see you in a while. So I dropped off my artwork and I'm entering 3 different pieces of artwork in this competition for the Veterans Administration. One of them is 3 different categories. There's a black and white monochrome category where I'm entering in a portrait that I did of Daniel Johnston, the singer-songwriter. And then there's a pastel competition where I'm entering in a landscape that I did on a TikTok. There's a video of it somewhere on my YouTube. And then I'm entering a mental health category where I'm doing this silhouette of a shadow person in a doorway. And I'm also entering the music competition, which I'm entering in 2 categories. One is solo original song or something like that, where I'll be entering Good Morning Psychosis, and I'll be performing that this Friday. And then I'm entering the band competition with my battle buddy Jeff. He's gonna play drums, I'm gonna play bass and sing, and I think we're gonna do Love Me 2 Times by the Doors, and that'll be this Friday too. So that'll be a really fun thing to bring you on. We're gonna go out on Friday to Bedford we'll see the art. There's also poetry and other things. I'm not entering in those categories, but we'll get to see the art and poetry, and I get to see some live music and stuff in this competition. So I'm excited about it. And okay, so now I'm going to try to jump into my routine and have my coffee and comedy. I'm watching Critical Role, but I'm watching a battle sequence, but it's actually a very funny one. So it's got me my mindset is feeling lighthearted, a little comedic. If I was being social, I would probably be joking a lot. That's how I'm feeling today, and I'm really happy to be feeling this way. It's a gloomy, rainy day out, which I really enjoy. So I'm probably gonna go for a walk here soon. But I'm gonna jump back into my schedule, my routine, finish my coffee and comedy, take my meds, take a shower, and see what the day looks like from there. Hey, so I've gone through my routine. This is still part of it, where I'm out for a walk. But I took my meds, I took a shower. I also got some other things done this morning while listening to comedy and watching and having my coffee. I needed to rewrite my bio, and so I did that. I worked on that, and I think I got it mostly done. And then I also worked on a letter that I can send to organizations that I want to go tell my story at and talk about how it will be useful for them and stuff. So those were some things that I was procrastinating on, and not really procrastinating, I just couldn't focus enough to do it. But this morning my mood is better and I'm able to focus a bit more. I don't have a lot of negative dialogues in my head today, which is really nice, and it's freed up some space for me to creatively think. And so that's what I'm going to do today. Trying to think about different things that I want to talk about and make videos about, and how I want to go about doing that. So I'm going for a walk. I was going to grab a cup of coffee here soon and go out and do some errands. I have to pick up some supermarket stuff, but while I'm doing that, I'm going to be kind of brainstorming creative ideas in my head. It's a dreary, wet, rainy day, but it's nice and warm, so I kind of like it. It feels good. I got my cane. I don't really need my cane right now because my pain level is low, so I don't put any weight on it, but it's like a metronome that keeps me walking slowly. That way my pain doesn't go up, because normally I'm a very fast walker. So I'll check in later. I'm not sure what direction I'm going to go. Probably head down towards the boats, because I know they got ice cream down there, and that will sound good. All right, I'll check in later. Hey, so I'm at the depot, and because I've randomly decided, even though it's not cold, it's warm, a warm, wet, dreary day, I think it would be a nice day to walk around Salem. A nice, dreary, rainy day. But I don't know, just randomly I felt like the inspiration to hop on the train to Salem, which is just one stop away. Train's coming in 12 minutes, so why not go there and get a coffee and walk around and look at the shops. Hello, I'm here in Salem, and as I usually do, I start my walk around Salem by Samantha and say hi. And it's a wonderful statue that's always been here. And then I'm gonna head down this way here, and there's lots of shops, and I'm gonna making my way downtown to the boats. There's lots of nice little shops and stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do. So it's a nice kind of dreary, rainy day, which is perfect for Salem. And I feel really at home in Salem because I could walk around dressed as a sorcerer with a staff and wand and wizard's hat, and nobody would blink twice at me. A loud truck here from a block away. Interesting thing about Salem is there's a lot of magic shops here that sell lots of different components for magic spells and things for people who practice witchcraft and Wiccan. And so there's a lot of people in Salem, a larger population than normal, that believe in magic. Which might be why I feel like I like coming here sometimes. If you see my video that talks about my experiences with psychosis, demons, and magic, I will put the link down below. It talks about how magic has had a big influence on my life, and so I think walking around in this town where people still believe in it just makes me feel a little more at home, you know. So I'm just gonna walk around, probably get something to eat, and do a self-business meeting where I sit down and have a business meeting with myself and do some notes and have something to eat. and then walk around and enjoy the town. My first stop was to the modern day shop for spell components in Apothecary CVS. I had to get some aspirin because I ran out of baby aspirin and I take one a day. So that's my, they have all these shops here with spell components, and yeah, CVS is like a modern day version of that. So I remember the name of it. It's not a place. I'm headed to Pickering Wharf, which is when people come to Salem, they often go downtown and they visit the touristy witch and magic shops and the Harry Potter shops and the Hocus Pocus, and then they visit the graveyards and stuff. But not a lot of people make it down to Pickering Wharf, which is it's a great spot. You'll see it. And from the people that I know who practice witchcraft, that's where they go to get their components. They're less tourist traps and more serious shops that sell different things. So I'm gonna walk down there. It's starting to rain a little harder, so I might find somewhere to get something to eat and stay dry. So one of the places I know that a lot of people who practice like to go to is Pyramid Books here in Salem, and I'm gonna go in there and we'll check it out. Hey, so this is the shop that, yeah, my friends really like this shop, and you can see how they have different bundles of things, sage, and lots of incense and feathers and really cool things. I'm kind of looking for a cane. And some oracle cards would be cool. But this is a really cool shop, and this is the one that my friends recommend. So I'll put the link to their website and stuff down in the description below. And wow, look at all this really cool stuff. I see this clockwork wolf. Beautiful artwork. Well, it's getting rainy and windy, so I'm gonna find somewhere to eat. But that's Pyramid Books, really cool place. I thought it would be fun to get like a cool walking cane, but they're probably expensive. And there are other shops down here. We're just getting into the Pickering Wharf. This is kind of on a side street. But there are other really cool shops that have cool things, and I'll show you little clips and bits and pieces of it, okay? Just walking by this thing, the Chamber of Terror, Salem's only truly scary haunted house. I have never been scared in haunted houses. The things that I see in haunted houses often pale in comparison to the things that I've seen with my psychosis. So I kind of think haunted houses are funny, except that they do jump scare you, which I'm not a big fan of. I am enjoying this warm walk in the rain by the ocean, and I'm working up my appetite. I did drink my Ensure today. I drank it while I was walking because yesterday I chugged it and I got really sick. So when I went for a walk, I brought it with me and I slowly drank it as I was walking. It still made me feel a little sick, but my body was kind of working it as I was walking. So that activated my appetite. So I think I'd like to find something to get a little snack and dry off. But I'm also enjoying walking around, so who knows? Who knows what you'll see next. So this is Pickering Wharf. It's this little green area right here with all the little shops and the boats in the background. And they have this giant boat right here that seems to be covered that you can often go on. Back behind me here is a place called the Witchery, which is another very good spot, I hear. I went to a restaurant to get something to eat and then realized that it's only 10:30, and so the restaurants aren't really up and moving yet. So we're just gonna walk around and see what's going on. I might head up towards the center of Salem again, and I am really just enjoying having a nice walk today. Hey, nothing's really open yet, but this is called a place called Enchanted. And it has this woman, Lori Cabot, who the official witch of Salem, and she's a very well-known witch in the area, and yeah. And I guess she works at Enchanted. I didn't know that, but I've heard of her, so she's somebody. Hey, it wouldn't be a trip to Salem without a stop at the cemetery, the Charter Street Cemetery to be specific. And this is where they have a memorial for, you can see the different memorials for all the people who were hung as witches. It's a little rainy, but I'm still looking for somewhere to dry off. Hello. I'm standing in this doorway here, and it is downpouring, so I'm waiting for it to just kind of lighten up a bit because I was getting soaking wet. And I'll probably, I'm in a really good mood though. And I'm kind of happy that I'm just here by myself and I can do whatever I want. I'm gonna find some place to eat indoors where I can dry off, and then probably head home. And it's been a fun day. And yeah, you can see people across the street staying in that garage because the rain just all of a sudden, boom, it started pouring. It was fun. Hey, so I found a place, Fountain Place Lunch. It's a little diner type place right by the center, by the Samantha statue. And I'm soaking wet, so I'm gonna order some food, and I got some coffee on the way. Well, that felt good. I'm nice and full. I had a bacon cheeseburger and fries, and now I'm enjoying a cup of coffee. And it's still pouring rain out, so I'm really in no hurry to get moving. But I'll probably take the train back home and see where to go from there. If it wasn't raining, I might spend the whole day in Salem because I enjoy it here. But since it's downpouring rain, I might as well head home and see what work I can do there. I am as wet can be from head to toe. It's like you don't even worry about the puddles anymore. You just splash right through. I'm at the train station now, finally. I just had to stand at this intersection in the pouring rain waiting for like a minute and a half, just letting the water soak me. But I tell you what, 15-year-old Kevin is having a lot of fun. And why not let the kid inside me have some fun, splashing in the rain. And it's not even noon yet, and I've been out, had lunch, walked around, I had a great time. It's already been a really nice day, and something that I really needed. So now I'm gonna catch the train home and dry off and cuddle with my dog.
So I made it home and I changed out of all my soaking wet clothes. I took a nice warm shower, got dried off, put my PJs on, and I'm feeling pretty good. So I just brewed some coffee, and I'm gonna kind of relax a little bit. I just took some pain meds too because my pain level was pretty high. And I'm just warming up because the rain was cold by the time I got home. I was shivering. And then we'll see what will go on from there. I feel pretty good so far about today. Hey, so I'm checking in. After the rainstorm, I came back from Salem, and I took a shower and got all warm, put on my PJs, and I laid down for a nap with the dog. And now I'm up and I'm having a meeting with my editor, Kayla, and kind of going over different stuff like that. My pain level is pretty high because I took a nap, but my mood is still up and I'm still in a good mood, feeling safe and social. And so I'm glad I'm getting some stuff out of my head that I haven't written down.
I always knew I was looking, never thought I'd find what would make me whole. Never spent much time, and now there's something new I'm feeling here. Something good, I wanna make it mine.
Hey, I had a fun meeting with Kayla, and we talked about a lot of stuff. She's a great note taker and a great listener, and great editor. And then took the dog outside, and now I'm going to visit my buddy Jeff.
Hello, I'm out for a sunset walk. and my dog is telling me storms are coming. Although it is a pretty clear sky, but there's some dark clouds. So, I don't know, but she seems to be nervous that there's a storm coming. So I figured I'd take a quick walk, and I had a good day today. I felt like I got to be a kid again and just kind of run around in the rain. Once you get so wet, it doesn't matter anymore. And I just start kind of splashing in the puddles. Ooh, is that thunder? My dog proving me wrong. So I'm going to take a walk on a mission to get some ice cream. And I'm probably going to spend the evening with the dog, being there for her. And while I'm doing that, I'm also playing a video game, my Elder Scrolls Online. And I'm having fun with that. I'm not, like I said, I think I said before, I'm not a big gamer. I do find one game and then just play it for a long time, but it has to be like the right game. And there's been other games in the past that were the right game, but games come and go pretty quick. And this game keeps expanding and expanding, so I like that about it. And I've been a fan of the franchise since the beginning of Elder Scrolls. So I'll probably be doing that tonight and just being there for the dog and hopefully eating some ice cream. And then I will see you all tomorrow morning. Good morning. It is, it's about 3 in the morning, and I went to bed early, and the dog woke me up and had to go outside, and I'm up. And I'm feeling okay. I'm in a lot of pain, but I know that will go down. So I'm just making some coffee, and I'm thinking about catching a sunrise this morning. I think it's gonna be a cloudy day, so it might not be a good day for a sunrise. But I still feel good, feel up, and making some coffee. And I got my Critical Role on, and just gonna do my watch. This here, always next to my computer. This is Scanlan from Critical Role. I don't know, just thought I'd show you that. Okay, my dog's still sleeping. She went right back to sleep, so I just couldn't fall back to sleep. I tried to, and it didn't work. So rather than lay there and get frustrated, I thought I would get up and start the day. So it is Happy Wednesday. Hey, it's just after 5:15 a.m. or so. The sun hasn't quite risen yet. It's nice and quiet out except for this one truck down the street. But I couldn't get up and do coffee and comedy because I didn't have any milk. And I don't like coffee without milk. So I've just been kind of hanging out with the dog and working on some stuff. I got some stuff done. I got my link to my Spotify playlist and I put it in. It'll be in the comments the description down below. And I was listening to my morning playlist. Oh, the moon's up. I don't know if you can see it up there. There it is. So yeah, and I did some emailing and stuff. And none of the stores open until 6. But there's a coffee shop up here that opens at 5:30. So I thought I would go get a coffee. And I brought my headphones. And I was just gonna walk around and listen to music. I'm not gonna get up to the beach for the sunrise because it's gonna be happening in about a half hour. And the eastern skyline is all clouds. So we really wouldn't get a sunrise. It would just be all cloudy. So to walk all the way up there, my pain level is kind of high. But it's nice to be up and early. I did not get much sleep. But I don't know, let's get this day started. Hello, I went for a little walk and listened to some music. And I got my coffee. It's really hot, so I took the lid off.
but I'm gonna sit down and enjoy some coffee and comedy. I've been doing a lot of creative thinking, so I might make some notes on that while I'm watching my Critical Role.
To say, my mind keeps on racing, the thoughts of her all day. And now there's something new I'm feeling here, something good, I wanna make it stay. And I don't need to hear her say, it shows in so many different ways.
Hey vlog watchers, it's called Everybody's Talking by Harry Nilsson, but this is really just my version of it.
Everybody's talking at me, can't hear a word they're saying, only the echoes of my mind. People stopping and staring, and I can't see their faces, only the shadows of their eyes. And I'm going where the sun keeps shining through the pouring rain, going where the weather suits my clothes, banking off of the northeast winds, sailing on summer breeze, skipping over the ocean like a stone. I'm going where the sun keeps shining through the pouring rain, going where the weather suits my clothes, banging off of the northeast winds, sailing on summer breeze, skipping over the ocean like a stone. Everybody's talking at me, can't hear a word they're saying, only the echoes of my mind.
Yeah, that takes me to my happy place and gets me smiling. I think it's very different than the original version, but I love the original version by Harry Nilsson. I initially played it this way when I was younger because I couldn't play the real way to play it. So, as with a lot of songs when I was younger and I wasn't as good at guitar, I couldn't play the correct way to play things. So I just kind of made up my own way to do it. And which is kind of what I do with my life, I guess, right? It's kind of the neurodivergent way, I guess. So yeah, I just wanted to share a song with you this week, and that's a special one to me. It's my happy place tune. My pain level is a little high, so I think I'm gonna take a break. It's just after midday, it's 12:30, and I've already gotten a good day's work in. So I'm gonna take a break and maybe think about get something to eat, and then see what the second half of the day holds.
Hey, I'm heading out for a walk. It's a little earlier than sunset, but this will be my sunset walk. I'm gonna walk to the supermarket and get a new dog food loaf. And she eats this soft dog food that comes in this giant tube loaf. And it's been good for her diet lately. I'm in some pain, so I'm taking it slow. I brought my headphones, and I'm gonna be listening to probably the morning mix to kind of keep myself upbeat a little bit. And yeah, I'm gonna take it slow and just enjoy the nice warm breeze, and it's not too hot out, so yeah. Hey, so it's been a pretty nice evening. I took a walk to Stop and Shop, came home. I made some General Gao's chicken for me for dinner, and I had some dinner for Okami from her loaf. I went and visited with my neighbor Jeff, and then I just been up here relaxing and playing my Elder Scrolls Online and doing these big battles. Every like 5 minutes these big battles happen, and I kind of jump in, and I'm the weaker, lower level person. I'm the noob. These are all like max level people, and I just kind of run around the background going, hey. But I have fun, and while I'm doing it, I'm listening to a podcast and Critical Role. So I'm gonna do that for a little bit, and then I'm gonna head to bed. And tomorrow will be Thursday, and I'll see you in the morning. Hello, happy Thursday. I'm taking my dog out here. Let's go back here, Okami, this way. Hey, this way. Good dog. I kind of had a rough night last night. I had some nightmare dreams, and that I vaguely remember. It had to do with demons and stuff, and childhood stuff. And I woke up reflecting on my childhood and the negative aspects of it, which was kind of a bummer. And it was going to bring my mood down to a 0, but I decided to change my thought processes, mix things up, and distract myself by feeding the dog, making the coffee, bringing her outside, and knowing that I'm not 10 years old, and that I'm 50, and I'm in a reality that is pretty good. I don't really believe that, but I like to say it. My reality is super fantastic compared to some people's reality. And my reality has been a lot harder than it is right now. So when I look at reality, I'm in a good safe place. So after my dog's done with her business, she's taking her sweet little time, I'm gonna go up, and I have my coffee brewing, so I'm gonna do coffee and comedy, get my mind a little less dramatic, a little more comedic and lighthearted, and have fun with the dog. Hey, Okami. He's a good dog. All right, let's start the day with coffee and comedy. So took my meds, took my shower, and was feeling pretty good. And then I'm drinking this Ensure. I'm drinking it slowly, but it's making me feel yucky. My plan is to head out for a walk, but I had to sit down while I was drinking this because I was feeling yucky. So I'm almost done with it, and then I'm gonna go out for a walk and hopefully get my body moving. On my way out, I'm gonna go visit with Jeff and see how he's doing. So yeah, trying to get the rest of this down. So after drinking my Ensure, I started getting really sick again. I didn't throw up or anything, but
I did lay down for 15 minutes with the dog and just kind of went, oh. And about 15 minutes I started to feel better. So I'm going to go visit with my neighbor, and I'm thinking about a walk, but my pain level is kind of high. And so I'm thinking about what else can happen today. So, but first I'll go visit with my neighbor Jeff, see how he's doing. We have planned to do some rehearsing today, but probably later on this afternoon. All right, I'll check you later. Hello. So I didn't end up going for a walk. It was kind of yucky out and my body was really hurting. So I laid down with the dog for a while, and that felt good. I'm feeling a little better. So I'm up, making some coffee. I'm eating some potato salad, and I got a bunch of messages on my phone I have to check. So pretty soon I'm gonna go down and play some music with Jeff. Hey, so I had a good jam with Jeff, and my friend Dan showed up, and we went through the songs for tomorrow, and we just had some fun doing other things. Right now I am taking my dog out because she had to go to the bathroom, and then I'm going to the Tomfoolery open mic, which happens every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. It's a free open mic and very supportive Tomfoolery community, and my dog is doing her business. So I'll put the link to the Tomfoolery below. Hello, so I just finished the Tomfoolery. See, I'm wearing it on my shirt here, Tomfoolery. Just finished the Tomfoolery open mic, and I had fun. I did 2 songs. What did I do? The first song was Good Time Charlie's Got the Blues by Danny O'Keefe, and then I did a Led Zeppelin song called That's the Way. I heard some wonderful music and got to see some wonderful people. And poetry too, some nice poetry. There seems to be some storms coming by. Some dog is scared and hiding in the bathroom. So I made a little bed in the shower and put down some stuff so she could lay down. And she waited to get in the shower until I laid down things for her to be comfortable. Then she got in and laid down. So I'm gonna spend some time with her, probably play a critical role in the background and hang out with her, and kind of just do this and that, do the dishes and keep checking on her. I don't see a storm, it's just barely raining out, but every night it seems like there's been storms coming through, and she's been scared, so I'm gonna go. So it's about 9:30, and half hour Critical Role Live comes on, but I don't think I'm going to stay up to watch it. I think I'm going to head to bed because I have a big day tomorrow. We're going to pack up all the band equipment and go to the Bedford VA, which is a good hour and a half away, and do some performing and stuff. So it's going to be a physical day. So, yeah, I'm gonna head to bed early. I feel a little sleepy. I'm gonna take advantage of that. See ya Friday. Good morning, happy Friday. It's about 4:30 in the morning, and I went to bed early, so I got up early, and I'm not feeling too bad. Normally, my pain when I first wake up, is about a 8 or 9, but I've been awake a little while, just kind of in bed and laying there thinking it's too early to get up. But I decided to get up, and I'm making some coffee. My dog's still sleeping, and yeah, I'm gonna start my coffee and comedy a little earlier this morning. So good morning, happy Friday. It's gonna be a fun day. Hello. So I did my coffee and comedy, and I did a little playing of the guitar too, just to warm up my fingers for today. And then I took my meds, took a shower, and now I'm just out for a little walk. It's about 7 in the morning now. People are getting up and going to the train. So I brought my coffee and just going for a little walk. It's pretty nice out today. All right, so I am packing up my stuff, my guitar and all my equipment, and we're going to be heading to an arts contest showcase at the VA. I'll be performing solo, but it's also a really going to be fun because I'm going to be performing with my neighbor Jeff. And he's a great guy. He's a 70-year-old drummer, and this will be his first show, since his younger days. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope I'm able to get some good footage for you all, and I'll see you soon. My mood is pretty good. I'm up at Safe and Social. I'm a little anxious that today will go smoothly, but I'm pretty sure it will. My pain level is up and down. It's at a 3, but it keeps creeping up and then going back down. So hopefully it's gonna be hard to move all that equipment, so hopefully I'll have people to help me. Hey, so I'm here at the VA, and we're doing sound and stuff like that. And it's a really beautiful day out here. We got this little stage and a little spot for a little audience. So should be fun. Got a sneak preview at the art exhibit, and you can see behind me 3 of my pieces. My Daniel Johnston up on top, and this is called Goodnight Psychosis, and this is called Green Hill, I believe. And these are my 3 pieces in the exhibit. So, yay!
Love me 2 times, babe. Love me twice today. Love me 2 times, girl. I'm gone away. Love me 2 times, girl. Love me all through the week. Love me 2 times. I'm gone away. Love me 1 time, and do not weep. Love me 1 time, girl. You know my knees got weak. Love me 1 time, girl. Love me all through the week. Love me 2 times. I'm gone away. Love me 2 times, girl. Love me all through the week. Love me 2 times. I'm gone away. Love me 2 times. I'm gone away. Thank you so much. Jeff Clark here on drums.
Hello, good morning. It's Saturday morning, and I'm just getting up. My mood is pretty low, and my pain level is very, very high. So I didn't even want to walk around while I talk. Usually I like to sit and walk around and talk, but I'm just sitting here resting. And I'm gonna make my coffee and try to watch some comedy. My thoughts are fairly negative right now, but it's Saturday. I don't have any plans. I did have a couple things planned, but they got canceled, so kind of like a dog in a field. I don't know which way to run, but I'm gonna start with my routine, make some coffee, watch some comedy, and see what I can make out of this day. Good morning.
She don't need to, but she still tries. I'm inspired by the look in her eyes. She don't need to, but she still tries. And I'm inspired by the look in her eyes.
Someone's up. Hello, doggy. What you doing? Huh? Oh, how's your mood level today? Is it good? Love you, doggy. Hey, I'm having a nice slow morning here on Saturday, and I'm enjoying playing with and annoying my dog. She's trying to get rest in the sun, and I keep annoying her with loves in the camera. But she's a good dog. So I'm still doing my coffee and comedy, and I'm in no hurry to move on through my routine. So pretty soon I'll get ready and go take my meds and take a shower. But I'm just relaxing, no hurry this morning, and enjoying my time with the dog in the sun. It's nice sitting here in the sun.
My mind keeps on racing, the thoughts of her all day, and now there's something new I'm feeling here.
Hello, I'm out for a walk. I'm having a tough morning, mostly pain-wise. Yesterday at the show, I did a lot of heavy lifting that I probably shouldn't have been doing, but it's just my urge to move things along that I pick things up and put them down. So I'm in a lot of pain today, and my mood has been up and down, where I've kind of been going up and down the ladder, to laughing at my coffee and comedy, and then kind of thinking deeply, and I woke up with negative thoughts, but I feel like I knew I was going to work through them, and I am working through them. I was having a conversation with my bestie, Kayla, about dating and stuff, and she was asking what I was looking for, and my answer was I wasn't sure, and my answer I think was confusing, or needed more explanation, because my answer was this: someone to whom I enjoy spending time with more than I enjoy spending time alone. And even after I sent it, I was like, that does not sound good. That does not sound like me. It kind of sounds like I love just being with myself, and that's not really the case. The longer explanation of that is there's several different reasons. When I'm out with people, I don't feel like I'm me so much, where I feel like I have to put up a facade that things are okay and all is good, and I'm often, my brain is working overtime trying to think of things to say, and am I acting right, and am I acting weird, and even with my closest friends and family, I will feel that to some degree, and when I'm alone, I don't have to be that way. I can just be whatever way I am, which is usually very expressionless and quiet. And so social opportunities bring me anxiety, but they wear me out really quickly, because I feel like I'm trying to be happy Kev, motivated, positive Kev, and not a downer. And so I'm putting up this mask, and sometimes when I'm in social situations, wearing sunglasses will make me feel like I don't have to put up such a mask, but so sometimes I just enjoy being alone so I don't have to do that. And also, I don't get bored alone. my mind is very active and can keep me pretty entertained. I can sit in a room with nothing to do and be entertained for hours just in my head. It keeps me busy, and there's not a lot of times when I'm sitting there going, what do I do next? Well, there are. I do when I don't have anything to do. I'm not sure what to do in the grander scheme of things, like what do I do with my day? But what to do right now, you know, I don't get bored very often. The only thing that brings boredom with me is the symptom of anhedonia. When my symptoms are high, I just don't find fulfillment in things, and then I'll get bored. That's when I got to get moving. There's another thing also. I never really, when I'm alone, I never really feel like I'm alone. If you haven't seen my video on psychosis, demons and magic, the link will be in the description, but I often feel like there's spirit, whatever you want to call it, that there's eyes on me. So even when I'm alone, I don't feel like I'm alone. And the person that I'd like to meet is just someone that I would like to meet, someone who I don't have to put up so much energy in pretending to be something that I'm not. And like with my dog, I don't pretend to be happy with my dog. And my dog, you know, all the time, and my dog is fine when I'm in a bad mood. And so I guess I'm looking for my dog. But it's not that I want to find someone that I enjoy spending time with as much as myself. It's that I want to feel safe enough with someone that I can be myself. And I just don't really find that very often. So I'm gonna go for my walk. I ran out of coffee, so I gotta go get some.